Gymnasium, Greenfield High School. Tonight, a girls Franklin County League matchup. It's the Greenfield Green Wave taking on the Frontier Redhawks. All right, we are about 5 or 6 minutes away from the start of the game. The crowd filing in. Again, an earlier start than usual, so maybe not the crowd that we would accustomed to seeing an hour later. Usually it's a 7 o'clock start, but yeah, a decent crowd has turned out here. And the Greenfield boys, when I got here, they just finished up their practice. They're still riding high after that big win against Pioneer last night. But, again, they're going to focus on the rest of their season because there's not a lot of wiggle room for the Green Wave. You know, they need to stockpile victories. As good as that was last night, it won't mean much if they lay a couple of eggs here.
No, and it's funny because I had a chance to talk to Angelo Thomas on my way in here tonight, and we had a nice chat about what happened last night, and we brought up some of the weaknesses that end up hurting them. He said, Bobby, if we have more than 14 turnovers in one game, we usually lose. If we can keep that number to 14 or under, we usually win. Well, last night they only had 4 turnovers in that second half. They scored 25 points in the fourth quarter alone, and they were able to come back, literally, as you and I were saying, in a boxing match. They were up against the ropes with a 9-point deficit, an 8-point deficit, and still won by 7 points. Very impressive what they did last night.
And, of course, the Greenfield girls, they closed late last night as well, and they got the victory here on their home court, looking to do it again as they take on the Frontier Redhawks as the Green Wave looks for their 3rd consecutive win. It will not be easy, though. All right, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, introduction of the starting lineups, the national anthem, and the opening tip-off. Frontier Greenfield next. Bear Country 95.3.
For the Redhawks, at 4, number 32, Caitlin Mackin. At guard, number 13, Hannah Mackin. At guard, number 15, Kylie LaFord. At center, number 22, Haley Katkowski. At forward, number 20, Claire Kirkendale. Redhawks are coached by Eddie Michon, with assistants Tom Scalzo and Kate Blair. And now for your Greenfield Greenway. At guard, number 21, Anna Bukala. At forward, number 14, Mackenzie Goncalves. At guard, number 1, Lilia Kakomeyer. At guard, number 10, Azamina Sekanjanen. At guard, number 2, Josie Fludier. The Green Wave is coached by John Hickey with assistant Roy Anderson and Candy Brooks. Would you please rise for the playing for national anthem?
right, and with that, we are just about set for tonight's ball game. We're playing game 8 at quarters with a 30-second shot clock. Frontier coming in their visiting Navy uniforms with the white and crimson, and the Green Wave in their home whites with, of course, the green and black.
I have been impressed with all season long is Caitlin Mackin.
And she's going to be jumping center against Azamina Sessanjanin. Lead official is Glenn Mallet. Ball in the air, tip controlled by Greenfield, and we're underway. Greenfield moving to the basket on the far end of the court. Off to our left, Frontier will be moving from left to right. Along the baseline, Kakameyer sealed off there. Ends up at the top of the key. Cloutier had it poked away. And here comes Caitlin Mackin. Has it on the right wing. Looks to go right baseline, wrap around pass. They kick it back outside. LaFord's going to put up a three. Front rim no good. Rebound controlled by the Red Hawks. They get a new shot clock. Kirkendall. Cross-court pass on the left. Three-pointer by Caitlin Mackin. In and out, no good. Another offensive rebound, though, by the Red Hawks, and this is what happened last Friday night.
Exactly. They got 3 to 4 chances almost every time, and they missed.
Mackin goes right baseline. The leaner is no good. Some nice defense down low by the Lady Wave, and they get a defensive rebound. Sessanjanin runs it up on the right. Kicks it back. Makula puts up a three. Air ball out of bounds. Back to Frontier.
You know, you got to be able to move the ball a little bit just so you can find good open looks, Jeff. You know, getting the ball and just chucking up a three is not going to help Greenfield in this game here tonight. They got to take some clock as well.
Hannah Mackin brings it up. In the left corner, it's Kirkendall. Claire sealed off in a high post. Coming through. The bank up and in. Matkowski with the bucket there. 2-0 Frontier. Nice play there by Haley.
She had a good game Friday night, too.
Kakameyer's pass gets batted down, and Frontier comes up with the steal. Hannah Mackin runs it up all the way through. Scoop shot from the left block is up and in.
Oh, and they burned them down the other end of the court, too. That was a big problem right there. Greenfield's got to get back on the defensive end to be able to play defense and not give Frontier those easy buckets.
Kala inbounds the ball, gets it to Sessanjanin. Coming through. Kala, top of the key, Sessanjanin. Angles now towards the right. Through the hands of Kakameyer. Shot clock down to 15. They tried to feed it down low to Mackenzie Gonzalez, but all the way back through is Mackin, and her runner is no good. Rebound comes to Greenfield. Sessanjanin running it up on the right. Nice dish left side. Kakameyer, the lefty leaning, no good. Sessanjanin the putback, no, but a foul down low, and she'll go to the line for two.
You know, that was a time where they were able to get a nice offensive rebound. That's why they got a chance to get to the line. So the Green Wave being able to take advantage of an offensive rebound to be able to get free throws.
Sessanjanin's first free throw, back rim no good. Score remains 4-1. She'll get one more shot at it here. Lefty shooter puts it up, and that one bounces around and falls through for Greenfield's on the board. It is 4-1. 5:50 to play here in the first quarter. Hannah Mackin, top of the key. Looks in the right quarter to Kirkendall. Bounce pass down low. Nice save along the baseline by Hudkowski, but it ends up in the hands of Greenfield. Coming all the way through, Sessanjanin had it poked away from behind. It goes off Greenfield and back to the Red Hawks.
You know, that was all because of Kylie LaFord being able to come back and be able to knock that ball away, and then it hit a couple of players, and Frontier, they get the ball.
5:30 to play, first quarter. Frontier 4, Greenfield 1. Red Hawks with the basketball. Hannah Mackin sealed off on the left side. Caitlin Mackin's going to get called for traveling. Nice defense, particularly by Josie Cloutier.
Yeah, Josie did a great job. It was nice because she saw that they needed help, and she ended up coming in to give the help that was needed. Good job right there by the Wave defensively.
But they've only scored 1 point, and we're 3 minutes into this basketball game. Deep in left side, Kakameyer for three. That is short. Rebound pulled down by Kirkendall. Long pass down court. LaFord over to the right. Caitlin Mackin comes through, but she gets hit hard, fouled. And let's see if that was on Kalkmeyer. It was with the shove.
Of course, the student section of GHS said that was a good block. Well, got to talk about the body.
And there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take the break. 5 minutes, 1 second left to play here in the first quarter. And on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Frontier 4, Greenfield 1 on Bear Country 95.3. All right, so Caitlin Mackin will be getting 2 free throws right in front of us here, Bobby, as Frontier looks to extend their lead. Again, they had an 8-point lead over Greenfield at the end of one back on Friday night. First one by Mackin, in and out, no good. And she'll get one more here. Ball is in the air. It is good. 5-1 Frontier, 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. On the right side. Akula had it, lost it. A little shuffle pass back to Cloutier. Batted down by LaFord, but comes right back to Cloutier of Greenfield. Shot clock, though, is down to 12. Kalkmeyer goes on the left side. Can't do anything with it. Ends up in the hands of Caitlin Mackin. Running it up. Long pass up ahead. LaFord banks it in from the right side.
You know, that's a great job right there by Caitlin Mackin to be able to see the cutting LaFord. Beautiful play right there by the Red Hawks.
7-1 Frontier. Now they're doubling down on Cloutier. Held ball, and the possession arrow will favor the Red Hawks.
You know, they're so suffocating on how well their defense is that Greenfield just can't be able to handle the double teams and sometimes even triple teams and being able to find an open person because of how good this defense is.
Eldorina Sessanjana just checked back in. Her first minutes actually for the night. Scoop shot from the left side is up and no good by Hannah Mackin. Coming back, Azamina Sessanjana, little drop step, wave off the bucket. She took an extra step. Greenfield student section not happy, but Glenn Mallett got the call right.
No, he definitely got the call right. And it was because 2 people from Frontier started to collapse the lane. That's why she traveled.
Delaney Fifield and Anna Howard check in for Dave Machon's Frontier Red Hawks. So the Hawks now with even more height out there right now. And carrying the basketball left of the lane, Frontier. And that's a turnover back to the Green Wave.
You know, what they got to do is they got to start working the ball around the perimeter, try to find an open look, and try to get rid of the ball and don't hold it too long.
Bukala had it. Batted down in the paint. Cloutier going after it. Ends up in the hands of Fifield, and here comes Frontier back the other way. Mackin will take it across. Loops a pass through the hands of Abby Howard, and stepping on the baseline, however, coming up with the loose ball was Eldorina Sessanjana, but she had her foot on the baseline. Greenfield's going to sub, and we've got Hayes in for Greenfield. Seeing her first action of the night. Fifield will inbound on the baseline. Gets it into the foul line. Bounce pass right side. Caitlin Mackin's going to take a 3, no good. Greenfield gets the defensive rebound. Long pass up ahead to Cloutier. Push pass left side, and Kalkmeyer puts it up and in.
Yeah, that's her side. She is a lefty shooter, so she's going to stay on the left side of the basket.
First field goal of the night for Greenfield. It's now 7-3 Frontier. Deep on the right side. Three-pointer by LaFord is no good. And the rebound goes off of the hands of Delaney Fifield, and it's going to go back to Greenfield.
Well, nice job right there by Eldarina Sesajanin to be able to get in there, to be able to work with Delaney Fifield to get her to knock that ball out of bounds.
Sesajanin runs it up on the right, stops on the wing. They double on her, loops a pass. Bukala left of the lane, loses the handle, recaptures the basketball, but it's stolen away. And here comes LaFord. She'll take it coast to coast and lay it up and in.
You can't hold on to the ball. They got to get rid of it. Every time that they hold on to it, that's when they double or triple team you.
And more times than not, it will result in a steal or a turnover. Sesajanin has it on the right. They're watching her like a hawk right now. Very good shooter. Passes left side. Bukala going left baseline now is Kakamara. Nice pass. Shot up no good by Gonsalves. One and done for Greenfield. They're down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Frontier leading 9-3. Mackin. It's a down low to Abby Howard. Back to Mackin. She's going to go baseline. Right back to Howard. Great ball movement. No good. Mackin, though, cleans up from the right block.
Well, you know what they do is they box out well. Right now, they have 4 forwards in 1 guard, and that's it.
Yep. Definitely going with the bigger lineup right now. The 1 guard out there is Madison McKimmey. A double team on the right side. Greenfield breaks it. Nice maneuver down the lane, and Sesajanin hits.
Yeah, that was a fantastic move. And she was being patient, too, waiting for that defender to be able to do her thing. Great job right there by Azamina.
Frontier 11, Greenfield 5. A minute and a half to play here in the quarter. LaFord has it on the left wing. Goes to McKimmey with a foot on the line. Her deep jumper is no good. And it goes down to Kakemeyer. Passes over on the right side. Sesajanin to the line, to the lane. Pass a little bit too high. But Gonsalves goes out of bounds.
I
Back
like
to
the
Hawks.
idea, though, Jeff. That was a
Yep.
good thought right there. I mean, she had the lane, but she was starting to get sealed. That was a good move. Just a little bit too high for McKenzie to be able to get that ball for Greenfield.
Caitlin Mackin is going to check out for the first time tonight. She'll get a little bit of a break, and she's been replaced by Haley Hudkowski. McKimmey tried to get it to Hudkowski, got batted away. Now a steal. As Amina Sesajanin goes all the way through, a little bit too hard off the backboard, and the putback by Kakemeyer is no good, out of bounds. Greenfield will get possession here. 49.5 seconds left in the quarter.
You know what you got to do is you got to look at the clock and you got to say to yourself, we got to get a good shot.
Deep on the right side is Kakemeyer. Long pass on the left side to Cloutier. Top of the key. That's a held ball. Nope. Greenfield's able to maintain possession. Sesajanin, bounce pass. Kakemeyer. They go down low. Gonsalves went for the bank. Rimmed out, no good. Good shot, though.
Good look right there by Kakemeyer.
That was the shot to take.
Definitely.
Frontier continues to lead 11-5. Down to 22 seconds left in the quarter. Hudkowski goes baseline. Reverse laying off the glass is good.
How beautiful was that? But nobody was there to defend her down low.
13-5 Frontier. Left side, Kakemeyer on the wing. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Sesajanin. Back to Kakemeyer. Can't penetrate. Top of the key. Three-pointer put up at the buzzer. It is no good. We're at the end of the first quarter here at Nichols Gym, Greenfield High School, and on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it's Frontier 13, Greenfield 5 on Bear Country 95.3.
Greenfield's got to get rid of the ball. They got to move it quick. That's what they got to do.
Kakemeyer has it deep on the left. Gives it up, and that's going to be a traveling call on Greenfield's Anna Bukala.
Yep, they got to continue to be able to move the ball and don't let the defenders double or triple team them.
And we have a stoppage of play. The other, I'm not sure what happened. Was it a mask issue? One of the girls had the mask down?
I don't think so. I think you just got a bunch of wise guys over there.
All right.
That's what I think, Jeff.
McKimmy on the top of the key. They work at left corner. That's Mays Poland coming through. LaFord, the leaner in the lane, rims out on her, no good. Eldorina, Sessanjana gets it to her sister. Azamina takes it through. Little scoop shot, doesn't get the roll. Tip follow, no. Goes up again, no. And we got a foul. Working hard on the offensive board. And she gets rewarded with 2 shots here.
3 offensive rebounds right there by Azamina.
Now the question is, are they going to put her on the line or no? They're saying it was on the floor. So Greenfield will inbound on the baseline right. Into Cloutier, deep on the right side. Dumps it right down low. Kakemeyer turns, shoots, and hits.
Yes.
Nice play there by Kak, 13-7. Frontiers lead is 6. Caitlin Mackin dumps it down low. Hudkowski gets blocked down low. Sessanjana comes back to the line, to the lane. The layup is good.
Hey, here we go. Greenfield picked up 4 points. They only scored 5 the whole last quarter, Jeff.
13-9, Frontier. They're within 4. A high pass is errant. Eldorina Sessanjana throws over to Kakemeyer on the left side. Greenfield can get a little bit closer now on a 4-0 run. 6:45 to play in the half. Left side, Kakemeyer. They go into the left corner. Back to Kak on the wing. Her pass batted down. Sessanjana, 3-ball, top of the key. No good. Cloutier, the rebound, puts it up. No. Another offensive rebound. Bukala. Sessanjana comes through with the right arm. No. Battling for the rebound. Picks it up and scores.
Wow, you might need a timeout here, Coach Michon.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. A 6-0 run for Greenfield. Timeout on the floor. 6:17 to play here in the first half. And on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, it's now Frontier 13, Greenfield 11. Greenfield on that 6-0 run, Bobby. Much better passing, much crisper, better separation, and defensively they're causing some problems for the Hawks too.
They are, and you know the other thing that they did really well too is they were able to get offensive rebounds, Jeff, and it surely has paid dividends to be able to get themselves back in this game. Nice little run right there by the Green Wave. Hopefully they can keep things going. You know, sometimes when you call a timeout, sort of takes away from some of that momentum, and that's what Coach Michon was hoping for.
All right, Frontier now with the 2-point lead, back on the attack offensively. Anna Mackin on the right side, double team, gets it over to Kirkendall. Passes back top of the key. Caitlin Mackin, Kirkendall on the right side. Shot clock down to 10. Greenfield D'ing up. Mackin's going to go baseline. Blocked, but a foul on Sessanjana, much to the frustration and chagrin of the Greenfield student section.
You know, the one thing that Mackin's been able to do all year long is attack the basket. She likes to attack the basket. She gets to the line a lot.
First free throw is up, no good. She'll get one more here.
You know, Jeff, it seems like we've been calling her name forever.
It's true. Second one, in and out, no good. But the rebound, Hudkowski. Gets it back to Hannah Mackin. Deep on the left side, trying to penetrate was Caitlin Mackin. Pull-up jumper in the lane by Hannah Mackin, no good. Greenfield gets the defensive rebound and a chance to tie or take the lead here. Kakemeyer, cross-court pass on the right. Nope, got tipped out of bounds. Wait a minute, I thought that was off Frontier. I think
it was off Mackin, off Hannah.
John Patala is going to come over and meet. I think he had a good look at it. And I think this is going to be Greenfield basketball. No, they discussed it. It'll stay with Frontier.
That did look like it was off of Hannah Mackin.
Gonzalez checks in for Greenfield. 13-11, Frontier with the ball in the lead. Now we whistle, and we're going to do a redo.
The redos.
All right, Kirkendall. Inbounds to Hannah Mackin. Hannah into the front court, takes it to the right. Passes over to the left now. This is Caitlin Mackin. Right side, LaFord, right wing three ball, in and out, no good. Rebound battled for, comes down the Frontier. Kirkendall has it. Jumper from the top of the key by Hannah Mackin, no good. Caitlin Mackin now banks it home.
Boy, she just does such a good job using her body down low. Nice job right there by Caitlin Mackin.
15-11 Frontier, and Sessanjana with a brilliant drive through the containment, and she scores.
Boy, she's not afraid to take it to the hole against these ladies from Frontier. Nice job right there by Azamina.
15-13, Frontier by 2. On the right side, LaFord. She goes right baseline, and a blocking foul called against Greenfield. Boy, these guys and girls from the Greenfield student section, they're making some noise tonight, Bobby.
Yeah, they're really into it, which is great because we need this because a lot of these gyms have been pretty quiet this year, Jeff.
Eldorina Sessanjana's getting set to check in. I'm sure she'll come in after this first of 2 free throws for Kylie LaFord. First one's up, it is short, no good. Eldorina in, and Josie Cloutier is out.
Matter of fact, LaFord ended up having 20 the other night in their game that they played.
Second one is no good, so missed them both. Rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Greenfield basketball. 4 minutes, 42 seconds to play here in the first half. Frontier leading Greenfield by 2. Greenfield has not led tonight. They have trailed by as many as 8. That was the spread at the, dribbling it out of bounds. Nice defense there by Kirkendall, and basically dribbling it out of bounds was Kakelmeyer. Back to the Red Hawks.
You know, the one thing I like about a lot of these girls from Greenfield is that even if they, make a mistake, they get right back at it, which I like to see.
Kirkendall out beyond the arc, looking for some help. Greenfield scrambling on defense. Coming all the way through. Hannah Mackin with a scoop shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Greenfield. Azamina Sessanjan on the right side. Kakelmeyer, top of the key. Bukala, and a traveling call on Greenfield.
No separation right there at all. That was a big problem right there on that possession.
Yeah.
Greenfield had Bukala was literally in the pocket of Kakelmeyer trying to get the ball to her, and that's why she traveled.
Bukala is going to check out right now, and Josie Cloutier back out there for the Lady Wave. So they're keeping close, but they just can't quite take the lead against the Hawks. A steal now by Greenfield and a foul from behind as Greenfield was ready to fast break, but Gonzalez got basically was held back.
Honestly, that was a good foul. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
It could have been a tie game.
Yep, probably coulda, shoulda, woulda. Been
Yeah.
a lay-in for the tie. Greenfield will try again here, and they have trailed throughout here. Sessanjana, tricky dribbles, right side. Eldorina for 3, no good. An attempted save along the baseline. Actually, it was saved by Cloutier, but it comes down to Frontier. Hawks lead by 2. Kirkendall stops on the wing. Top of the key, and a travel up fake by Caitlin Mackin, and she shuffled her feet.
Well, the Green Wave, after being down in that first quarter, that nice run of the 6-0 run, got them back into it. They can still tie or take the lead.
Sessanjan top of the key, up fakes, comes through the paint. Her leaner is good, and we're tied at 15.
She has taken over this game. Azamina Sessanjan has taken over this game.
Tied for the first time since 0-0. Now can Greenfield D up and potentially take the lead, or will Frontier get the advantage back? 3-point bomb put up by Kirkendall, no good. Rebound, LaFord goes up, no, but a reach-in foul called on Greenfield. Probably on Eldorina Sessanjan.
It was. So Eldorina picks up her first foul. Last couple of free throws from LaFord didn't look so good, so hopefully she'll be able to get back in the swing here.
First free throw is in the air, and that is no good. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Scotty's on the Hill in Turner's Falls, CarQuest of Greenfield, South Deerfield, and Shelburne Falls, and by Sandry Fuel.
Right now, they're 1 for 7, Frontier from the line.
Second free throw is good.
2 for 8.
Frontier 16, Greenfield 15. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Nearly a steal by Frontier. Sesson-Johnson has it on the right, dribbles into a double team. Gets it back to Kackelmeyer. Three-pointer on the left side. That is no good. Frontier comes back the other way. McKinney runs it up on the left, stops on the wing. Now is left open. She'll take a deep jumper. That's good for 2.
Nice shot. That was all nylon, too. Beautiful shot right there by McKinney.
Frontier 18, Greenfield 15. 2:25 to play here in the half. All alone underneath, Josie Cloutier. Somebody fell asleep defensively.
Yeah, but also a nice job by Lily Kackelmeyer to see the opening.
The 4 tries to get it down low to Hannah Mackin. Stays in bounds. And a held ball. And on the arrow, it'll stay with Frontier. And we have a timeout on the floor called by Greenfield. 2 minutes, 9 seconds to play here in the first half. And our score on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, Frontier 18, Greenfield 17 on Bear Country 95.3. That could change one way or the other. And we'll also discuss briefly the biggest sports story of the day. It is official. Tom Brady has retired from the NFL. He's announced his plan that he will not be back with the Bucs or anybody else for the 2022 season.
And he never thanked New England.
Not today.
Not today. Exactly. Not today.
When he left New England, he definitely thanked them. Now Frontier comes up with a steal.
All right.
I'm sure something's coming from
definitely.
TV
Definitely.
in that regard.
I agree.
Koski is going to go right baseline, stays in bounds into Hannah Mackin. Blind shot, throws it up, no good. Comes down to Greenfield. Sesson-Johnson with 3 Frontier players chasing her into the corner. Dribbles through them, takes it left side, puts it up, no good. She was playing 1-on-5 there for a while, Bobby. Out of bounds, it'll go to Frontier.
Tell you what, though, she is working. Azamina is really working here tonight.
So Frontier continues to lead by 1, 18-17. We're down to 1:30 to play here in the first half. McKinney. Bounce pass down low, try to get it to Hannah Mackin. It got knocked out of bounds off Greenfield, so Frontier will keep it. 18 to shoot, so plenty of time there. Kylie LaFord will inbound on the baseline. Holds. Throws it out deep. Hannah Mackin, top of the key. To the line, to the lane. Kicks it back, Hudkowski. Caitlin Mackin, shot clock down to 10. Hannah Mackin down low, and the shot up no good by Caitlin, but a foul on Greenfield.
Tell you what, that was a really nice job from sister to sister, being able to get that open look. And Caitlin Mackin back at the free throw line.
Well, sometimes you want to loop it into the lane, and sometimes you want to really pop it in there, and that's what she did. That she did the
pop it in there. Yeah.
And that made Greenfield have to scramble to react and commit the foul. First free throw good, second one in and out, no good. So Frontier leads by 2, 19-17 as we come down to the 1 minute mark here in the first half. Kackelmeyer on the left side, blocked as she went up, goes out of bounds. Greenfield will keep it. 1:01 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Kirkendall in and checking out Hudkowski.
Tell you right now, I like when they end up, bringing everybody to one side. I would have Cloutier cut to the hole when they're all bunching up on the other side for an easy look. Ooh.
Open jumper, no good, but a whistle and a foul.
I'll give it 2 shots.
Greenfield's going to the line.
Looks like Mackenzie Goncalves is going to end up with that opportunity right now.
First free throw is up. It is no good. Substitution for Greenfield, Eldorino Sesson-Johnson. And she's going to replace her sister.
She needs a breather.
McKinney out for Frontier, and she's been replaced by Delaney Fifield. Second freebie on the way. Back rim, no. Skying for the rebound. Caitlin Mackin runs it up into the front court. Top of the key, stops there. Dumps it down low to Fifield. Cross-court pass is picked off, but Frontier is able to steal it right back. LaFord will back it out. Down low. They get it back to Ford in the paint. That shot up and no good. And Mack, and as she was falling down, just flung it up there and it drops. Wow.
Wow. And it even had a little bit of the box in there too, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was amazing. Frontiers lead up to 4 now. Greenfield got it as close as 1. They were never able to take the lead. Got it tipped out of bounds. Actually, Greenfield was able to tie at one point, but unable to take the lead.
See what I saw what Coach Hickey did. Azamina's got a couple fouls on her, so he took her out. And then now if they're on the offensive end, he got her back in.
Top of the key, Kalkemeyer. They go on the left side. Cloutier, her jumper is good.
Wow, big shot right there.
21-19, Frontier by 2 with 2 seconds left in the half. Caitlin Mackin at the buzzer. It is good for 3.
What a shot by Caitlin Mackin at the buzzer. Wow.
Very exciting first half here at Nichols Gymnasium. Our score at intermission on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Frontier 24, Greenfield 19. The Bear Country High School basketball halftime report is next. Bear Country 95.3. Halftime report. We are at Nichols Gym at Greenfield High School tonight. Good ball game here as the Frontier Redhawks lead the Greenfield Green Wave at intermission by a score of 24-19. Jeff Terrell and Bobby C here at the gym, and we got Dave Reno over on Woodward Road in Greenfield. I enjoyed that first half. I mean, a few sloppy plays here and there, but I think both teams are playing really well, particularly Greenfield. They are giving Frontier everything they want and more.
Well, you know, everything that they didn't do really well in that first quarter, they did really well in the second. And the one thing that they did, and we've been talking about this, and you and I were chatting about this about 2 weeks ago. We were saying how some of these teams aren't really attacking the basket the way they should. Well, looks like Azamina Sesajana must have listened to us because she's been doing that very well here tonight.
Absolutely. And for Frontier, listen, they're getting a supreme challenge by Greenfield, but let's not short sell what they've done. They've played well. Just Greenfield's playing about as well as we've seen them play. Frontier, though, they are definitely playing some good basketball tonight so far.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, Caitlin Mackin is still doing what she does. I mean, if you look at what her sister was able to do and that beautiful shot she made literally on the ground, and then you got great jobs that have been done by Hakoski. Also, we can't forget about LaForge. She's still a very dominant person as well. There are 6 people that are in the scoring column for Frontier, and the 3 that have been able to be their only scorers throughout the whole year, it seems like, and that is Cloutier, which wasn't with us last Friday because of the COVID protocol that she was on, is now back, and Sessajanin and Kalkemeyer, and they're your scorers right there. But really, 24-19, that means that it's anybody's game going into the second half. The question is, will that defense tighten up a little bit more by the Redhawks, or will the Green Wave continue to attack the basket, get easy baskets, and be able to stay in this game? We're going to find out in just a few minutes.
All right, Greenfield ended up outscoring Frontier 14-11, and that was after the Mackin 3 make at the end. Otherwise, it would have been a 14-8 advantage for Greenfield in that second quarter. But I think Coach Hickey, and Coach Emerson, I think they'll take it. They're down by 5 with 16 minutes of basketball still remaining. Take a timeout here on our halftime report. More live from Nichols Gym after this on Bear Country 95.3.
And we're going to run our numbers here before we get you ready for the second half. For Greenfield, 11 points in a solid first half of basketball as Amina Sessajanin. Lily Kalkemeyer has 4. Josie Cloutier has 4. There's your 19 for Greenfield. Now for Frontier, leading the way with 9 points is Caitlin Mackin. Also 5 from Kylie LaFord, 4 from Haley Hakoski. Also there's 2 from Madison McKemmy. Also Hannah Mackin and Claire Kirkendall. All right, Jeff, we are back here, 24-19. Frontier with the 5-point lead. Really, it would have been a 2-point lead if they were able to stop Caitlin Mackin, who put up a 3 at the buzzer and gave them that 5-point lead going into the locker room.
Yeah, speaking of Caitlin Mackin, she just joined her team's huddle as we get set for the second half. Greenfield will come out with their original starting 5, and I'm imagining Frontier will do likewise, but we're going to get our answer right now. And yes, it is. Okay. Yep, there's
LaFord.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
okay. Frontier with the ball, a 5-point lead. Again, Greenfield was able to tie it. They never led, but they're also not going away anytime soon. We'll see if they can hang in and steal the big upset victory on their home court. And Hannah Mackin throws right side, Kylie LaFord. Kirkendall has it deep on the right on the wing. They dump it down low. Nice play by Koski. Can't finish, though. Rebound put up by Hannah Mackin and hits.
Nice job right there by Hannah Mackin to be able to get that offensive rebound. All of a sudden, 7-point lead.
26-19 in favor of the Hawks. They get it in deep. Down low. Shot rims out, no good. Tipped around. Comes to Hannah Mackin. But you're now looking to extend upon their advantage. Deep on the right side. LaFleur with a rainbow three, and that doesn't quite get the bounce. And the rebound put up and in by Hutkoski.
Nice job right there. All of a sudden, what got Greenfield in trouble early in that first quarter, not getting rebounds, getting them in trouble now.
Greenfield's now down by 9. The jumper no good by Kalkmeyer. Weak side rebound though by Cloutier. It's batted down by Hannah Mackin out of bounds. Greenfield will keep it. So a 4-0 run by Frontier to begin the second half. Let's see if Greenfield can counterpunch. Janin picks up the dribble. It is stolen by Caitlin Mackin. Caitlin's going to take it all the way through, and the lefty lay-in is good.
All of a sudden, a 6-0 run. You need a TO here.
And John Hickey says, exactly. We're going to put a stop to this right now. Timeout on the floor. 6:45 to play third quarter. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. It's now Frontier 30, Greenfield 19. Bear Country 95.3. All right, Greenfield now having been outscored 6-0 to begin the second half. And the timeout and a steal now by LaFord. Quickly double team, but is able to get it away to Kirkendall. Left side, Hutkoski passes it down low. And a jumper from the right side is up no good. Held ball on the rebound. It'll go to the Green Wave on the arrow.
All right, you got to get yourself back into the swing of things here if you're Greenfield. Then outscored on that three-pointer right at the buzzer plus the 6 to start. Big difference right there to a 9-point swing right there by Frontier.
Janin goes left side. Kalkmeyer can't penetrate. Had it poked away. Terrific D by the Hawks. They're off and running now. Caitlin Mackin beats everyone down court and lays it up and in.
Yeah, defense is why they're doing what they're doing here, Jeff, and that's what they've been doing all year long.
32-19 in favor of Frontier now. They're starting to really open it up. They're locking down on defense as well. Kalkmeyer having some trouble. Finally does get it away. Foul line jumper is up, no good, and clearing out. I gotta tell you, they cleared out Anna Bukala down low. She ended up just getting flattened, so easy foul call there.
Kirkendall took her out.
Really did. On the floor, however, not shooting foul, so Greenfield inbound on the baseline. And looking for their first points of the third quarter here. Janin gets it into Kalkmeyer, right side. She gets tripped. And that foul call is going to go on Hutkoski. 2-2, yep.
Well, there's 2 quick fouls right there by the Red Hawks in the past 6 seconds.
He inbounded to Kalkmeyer. Through the hands of Cloutier, that's going to be a backcourt violation. Took her eyes off it and ended up on the Frontier side of the court. It'll be Red Hawk basketball. Hannah Mackin takes it across the G logo at the center court circle. Gets it to Caitlin Mackin in a high post. Tried to dump it down low, picked off. As Amina Sessenjanin goes through, and a blocking foul called against Kylie LaFord. A little bit of an elbow there, too.
I was going to say, that could have honestly went either way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And especially at the end with how Azamina brought that elbow out. Usually when the chicken wing comes out, it's usually an offensive.
Yep, more often than not. That's true. All right, see if Greenfield can get on the board here in the third. First of 2 free throws is up and good. Makes it 32-20, Frontier by 12. Mackenzie Gonsalves checks back in for Greenfield. Sitting down is Kakelmeyer. One more for Sesson-Janin. It is up, back rim, no good. Loose ball is picked up by Caitlin Mackin. Dribbles away all the way to the right side, stops there. Now she'll take it in. Little scoop shot, no, but a foul. When she made the decision to go, I mean, she didn't hesitate. She just took off towards the goal.
You know, Frontier is going to be dangerous when people like Mackin take it to the hole during playoff time, and how she's been able to do that so easily.
I agree. It puts a lot of pressure on the defense to catch up to her. First free throw by Caitlin's good. She'll get one more here.
And she's a good finisher too, Jeff. She finishes it.
Second freebie is perfect. And Frontier's lead is up to 14, 34-20. They have dominated here in the third so far. Sesson-Janin being pestered by Mackin. Right side pass, included. They jump out on her. Sesson-Janin gets doubled. They work at left side. Shot clock down to 10. Now a steal. LaFord, coast to coast, lays it up and in.
Oh, man, Frontier definitely taking advantage of their defensive plays, and transition defense turns into great offense, and that's exactly why they are dominating right now by 16.
Yep, they definitely made the halftime adjustments. Cloutier with a three ball. Right side, no good. Rebound, Gonsalves went for the bank, no good. So Greenfield still having scored just 1 point here in the second half. Got a sub getting ready to come in for Frontier. Caitlin Mackin for three. Off the back rim, no good. Kirkendall the rebound, banks it home.
Oh boy, Coach Hickey must be really trying to figure out what he can get for a combination that's going to work. Because right now, nothing's really working.
Frontier's lead is 18 now. Obviously biggest of the night, 38-20. We're halfway through the third. On the wing, nearly a travel, somehow got away with it, and then a foul call on Frontier. Frontier Hawks are saying, hey, she traveled, she up faked, but evidently she kept the pivot foot on the floor.
We couldn't see the foot, so we can't, we can't judge from where we were. So, but putt was right there.
Gates and McKimmey check in for Frontier. Kirkendall and Hannah Mackin check out for the Hawks. Greenfield gets a new shot clock. 4 fouls on Frontier this half, only 1 against Greenfield. Sesson-Janin deep on the left side. Bounce pass, top of the key. Cloutier's going to take a three, went for the bank, no good. Rebound comes down to Gates. Got it away to Caitlin Mackin. So now there's one Mackin on the court. So when we say Mackin, we mean Caitlin. Finds McKimmey, coming through, count it, and one.
Nice job right there by McKimmey to be able to cut to the hole. They got her the ball, she makes it, and now a chance at a three-point play.
Kakelmeyer back on the court for the Lady Wave. Josie Cloutier will take a seat on the bench. And McKimmey's going to try to make it a three-point play. Frontier now has doubled up on Greenfield. It is 40-20. This happened in a hurry, Bobby.
It did.
And the free throw, however, is no good, but runs down the rebound. Frontier will maintain possession. Caitlin Mackin on the right. Dumps it down low. Nice defensive play, though, by Sesson-Janin. Up ahead to Kakelmeyer, comes through with the lefty land, and it's good.
Well, good job right there by Sesson-Janin to see Kakelmeyer cut to the hole. Maybe they got to do that. Maybe they got to have someone that's going to be a cutter.
And Frontier is going to call a timeout here. We'll take the break. 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. It's Frontier 40, Greenfield 22. High school basketball on Bear Country 95.3. So Dave Michon calls timeout. We'll see what he comes out with now. It looks like the same 5 that were out there before the timeout. And if you're Greenfield, listen, you've only scored 3 points in the quarter. You're struggling, but you want to finish the third quarter strong here. Let's see if they can do it.
Well, I got an idea, but I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'll run it by you in just a minute.
McKimmey between the circles, stops on the wing. Nice dish down low.
Good
and
work.
Finishing down low is Sepkoski. That was a great pass.
Yeah, that's good ball movement, too, right there by McKimmey.
42-22. Frontier now back up by 20. Deep on the right side, they dump it down low. There comes Kakelmeyer. And she's sealed off. Shot clock down to 11. She's quadruple teamed, and a held ball. The arrow will favor Frontier.
This is what I wanted to tell you. You can't do anything about it when it's a made basket, but if you get a rebound and you got people that are going to come up on you, you got to have a person cut and make that play like they did before, where Kakelmeyer was wide open. Someone's got to see the floor and look for the cutter if they're triple teamed to look for someone down court. Unfortunately, Kakelmeyer had no choice with 4 people in her face.
Yeah, she got quadruple teamed. That pass.
That's pretty hard.
That's very hard. Obviously, someone's open. But
oh, yeah, but you got to get it to him first.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, if you got every single part of your body covered.
Frontier's defense here all night long, but especially here in the third quarter, has been just suffocating.
Yeah, now see we got double team. Someone's got to be open.
And it gets tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Greenfield. Well, they took it to the sideline, and the sideline acts like an extra defender.
Absolutely, and we've been talking about that all year, too.
They inbound it. Sessenjanin, Kakama in the left corner. Quickly double team. Yep, finds the open girl. Top of the key, but a block. Gonsalves gets the rebound, puts it up no good. And it comes down to Hudkowski. Runs it down. Long pass, and a 360 by Caitlin Mackin, and she scores.
How beautiful was that? Beautiful job right there by Caitlin Mackin. Wow.
Greenfield travels as they were coming through the backcourt. Substitution. Fifield is going to come in.
Tell you, Mace Pollen Mace Pollen is a very good defender. She really is. She did a nice job on that last play.
Yep. And Frontier has, you only have 4 girls on the court right now. No,
they got 5.
They got 5, okay. Yeah. McKimmey between the circles, cutting back and forth, passes right side, and ends up in the hands of Eldorina Sessenjanin, poked away by Mace Pollen. They're going to get her on the foul call. A little over aggressive by Elena.
Yeah, she's a good defender.
5 fouls this half on Frontier. We're down to 1:30 to play here in the third. Eldorina Sessenjanin, quick release 3, front rim no good. Rebound taken down by Gates. And they get it to McKimmey. She'll take it across the timeline, center court circle. Top of the key, stops there. Bounce pass high post. Caitlin Mackin quickly doubled. Pass is batted away. Nice Greenfield defensive effort there. Coming across, Bukala. And the pass goes right to Fifield. Delaney gets it to Caitlin Mackin. She'll take it across the timeline. Pass is tipped. Gates has it though. Top of the key, McKimmey. Into the left corner. 3-point bomb put up. Good! Maze Pollen hits the tray.
Nice job right there by Elena. That was a beautiful shot right there.
Frontier now leads by 25. They're led by 5 at halftime. All Redhawks here in the third. Deep on the left side. Pass is batted down again by Frontier. And then a held ball going down hard. It was McKimmey. She's okay.
They got to talk about maybe
a foul, not a help. Yeah.
Intentional foul? They didn't. Okay, they called it just a jump ball.
Jump ball, and Greenfield will keep it on the arrow.
Just a little on the aggressive side, going after the ball, which is fine. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to let the other team get the ball. Got to get in there and rip it.
Hayes checks in for Greenfield. Nearly a steal on the inbounds. With the ball right now is Bukala. Takes it across the timeline. Double team. She's got to get rid of it, and she does. There comes Kakelmeyer. Her leaner. Front rim no good. McKimmey the rebound. Held ball. No, it's going to be a foul. And that is going to go on Kakelmeyer. That's the third team foul on the Green Wave. So Frontier with the big 25-point lead as we're down to the final 12 seconds here in the third quarter. Into the left corner. They dump it down low. Fifield hits from the right block.
You know, that was a beautiful interior pass right in there to Delaney, and she was able to capitalize right before the buzzer.
And that's how the third quarter will end. End of 3 here at Nichols Gym, Greenfield High School, Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, Frontier 49, Greenfield 22 on Bear Country 95.3. Leading by 27 after only leading by 5 at halftime. Bounce pass down low to Abby Howard, and she tried to pass out of a double team, ends up getting picked up by Kackemeyer. Yazamina Sessenjanin will take it across. On the right side, quick release three is up, no good. Hayes unable to convert there. McKimmey has it, runs it into the front court, top of the key. Left side pass, Hannah Mackin, her leaner, bounces once, twice, and falls through.
3 times for the lady, huh?
Frontier cruising, 51-22. Sessenjanin, her jumper from the free throw line, no good. Kylie LaForge, she had a nice long break here in the third quarter. She's back out there now. And before long, Dave Michon will be able to clear the bench. McKimmey, beyond the arc, cuts in, throws up a tough shot. Abby Howard, the putback, no good. And beating everyone down court is Kackemeyer, and she'll lay it up and in. You were just talking about that, Bobby.
Exactly, and that's not a bad idea to try to do it until somebody decides to play defense against you.
You know what team did that all the time? Katie Wells-Robinson's out there, by the way. 3 ball by LaFord is no good. Kackemeyer was down there, got tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Greenfield.
Should have went with it.
Well, the boys team that back in their heyday, as much as they were known for Adam Harrington's outside shooting and everything, was the transition game of that Pioneer boys team. They'd get a steal or a rebound, and they would just be off to the races, and they were not unstoppable, but pretty close to unstoppable, at least in the Hampshire League.
Yeah.
Jumper from the top of the key, they went for the bank, no good. Sessenjanin, shot no good, comes down with it again, puts it up, no. And LaFord gets the loose ball.
It's funny because Coach Michon used to play against some of those kids from Pioneer.
That's a travel on McKimmey, that's right. We're going back to the 90s for that.
He was pretty good. He was pretty good himself. Dave was a good ball player too.
Oh, definitely. Good athlete.
Yeah.
Good football player.
And, of course, Lily Kackemeyer's Uncle Chris is always tuning into these games, Jeff, so you probably got a little kick out of what you said.
And they tie up Carlo at the free throw line on the arrow. Possession, Greenfield. Substitution. McKenzie is back in, and sitting down will be Abby Carlo. And we're going to see Josie Cloutier come back in for Kackemeyer. Inbound the ball. Cross-court pass to Cloutier. They go back top of the key, poked away. Battle for the ball. Hannah Mackin comes through, and a reach-in foul called on Cloutier of Greenfield. Take a minute here to thank more of the sponsors on the broadcast here tonight. First free throw is up. No good. We'll get one more here. Triton Automotive with us here. Albert Hearing Services, Foster's Supermarket, Pete Seafood, and Rouse Towing Service. Second free throw, no good. 51-24, Frontier by 27. And Sessenjanin comes all the way through, hits, and was fouled.
You know, that was all power. That was all muscle, taking it right in.
Foul was on Abby Howard. And she'll try to make it a three-point play here. Yeah, she just willed herself in close enough to make the bucket. Hits the free throw as well. Frontier 51, Greenfield 27. 5:20 to play in this one. McKimmey takes it across. Working a little weave right now. McKimmey to the foul line, bounce pass left side. Wells Robinson. Anna Mackin, shot clock running down. Mackin gets blocked, but a foul called against Greenfield.
It looks like they got Josie Cloutier. I think that's 3 on her.
5 team fouls on Greenfield, so we're not into the 1-on-1 yet, but they're going to say hacked in the act. So 2 free throws here for Hannah Mackin. free throw is up and good. After the game, we'll be joining Leah, already in progress. And checking in for her first minutes, Bree Strozik. Abby Howard will take a seat on the bench. We're going to get a line change here? No. Howard and LaFord are both out now. So we'll see Strozik. She's looked good in the games we've done on Bear Country so far this year.
Yeah.
Second free throw no good. Wells Robinson tried to get it back. Loose ball on the floor. Big battle for it. Who wants it more? Held ball. Arrow favors the Red Hawks. Now at 7:10, we will say that you're listening to high school basketball on WPVQ, WPVQ HD, Bear Country 95.3 Greenfield. They throw it into Caitlin Mackin, and her jumper is good for two.
What a night. What a night.
Yeah, she's pretty much done it all. 54-27, so Frontier has doubled up on Greenfield again here. Nice give and go, coming through, blocking foul down low on Frontier. Bacala is gonna go to the line for two.
And they ended up getting Wells Robinson.
2 free throws for Anna. First one is on the way. It is no good. She'll get one more here. One more free throw for Anna Bukala. It's up, and that one's off the back rim, no good. Caitlin Mack in the rebound. Runs it across on the right. Stops on the wing, then backs it out. Now she'll take it in. Backs it out again. Try to get over to Hannah Mackin. McKimmey backs up the play. Prevents the turnover. Shot clock is down to 12. And a high post. Wells Robinson turns, shoots. No good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll go back to the Red Hawks.
You know, that was a really good play right there. She had the open look, too. Just had to take the ball and just shoot it, and that's what you want. You don't want her to put the ball on the ground. Nice opportunity right there for the Red Hawks.
Greenfield's going to bring Carlo back out there, Kakameyer and Azamina Sessenjanin. McKinney down quickly to Wells Robinson. Off the glass, no good, but she got fouled, and Katie's going to go to the line for 2 free throws here.
Looks like the high school hockey program got out of practice, hey? The guys just joined the stands. Yeah. So we'll get some more fans close by now.
First free throw is no good, and we have several subs coming in for Frontier here. No, actually, I guess just the 2.
Yeah, just the 2.
In and out, no good. So they will have to wait. They would have come in on a make. Bukala gets it back. Bounce pass on the right side. Kakameyer fakes the 3. Now she'll force up a shot from the right side. That is no good. McKimmey will take it across. We're halfway through the 4th quarter. Frontier cruising to yet another victory. They're going to be part of the postseason mix.
Definitely.
Anna Mackin slices through the lane. No good, but a blocking foul on Greenfield.
I think we're going to see Maze Pollen, and also for the first time tonight, I think we're going to see Berthium.
Yes.
Callie.
First free throw by Hannah Mackin is good. Yeah, Berthium is coming in. LaFord's going to come back in. Wells Robinson checks out. McKimmey will take a seat on the bench as well.
Looks like Maze Pollen's going to go in for the shooter. So if she makes the shot, they'll buzz the buzzer again.
Free throw is around the rim and out. So Maze Pollen will have to wait. Sessenjanin brings it up, goes for the bank. That shot is no good. Another rebound by Caitlin Mackin. Takes it across. Between the circles, Hannah Mackin, she's going to take a three, and that is no good. Comes down to Greenfield. Kackemeyer releases, heads down court, and lays it in with the right hand.
You know, that's worked in this second half for Greenfield.
55-29, timeout Frontier. They're going to get some of their subs in. We'll take a break. 3:13 to play in the basketball game. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Frontier 55, Greenfield 29. This is, and on the rebound, a foul called against the Red Hawks, and Greenfield shooting on the other end. As it is Azamina Sessenjanin who will go to the free throw line for 1 and 1. Right out of the 1-on-1, no good. Battle for the board. Sessenjanin gets it back, puts it up short. And it comes away to Mace Paulin. Mace Paulin runs it up on the left side, and she got run into. That's going to be a foul called against Greenfield. Going to go against Anna Bacala. And Mace Poland will be shooting 2 on the far end.
Got to remember, the hockey team has a bunch of kids from Frontier on it too, you know, Jeff.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Greenfield hockey is a co-op program, so they draw from all over.
See, they got a couple of kids that are sitting in the stands that are cheering.
But yet, they play for the green and white on the ice.
Exactly.
When they're on ice, it's all about Greenfield. Off ice, it's go Hawks.
That's right.
Free throw is good. 57-29. Substitution for Frontier. Back out there again is Molly Gates. So everyone has gotten into the game here.
Yeah.
For the Red Hawks.
And for all teams. Yeah, Greenfield got them all in too.
Kackemeyer for 3. In and out, no good. Nice rebound by Bacala. Try to get it down low to Sessenjanin. We have a held ball, and the possession arrow will favor the Frontier Red Hawks. Greenfield's going to bring in 3 new girls here for the last 2:34. 57-29 Frontier. This was a 24-19 game at halftime, and Frontier outscored Greenfield 25-3 to break it open, cruising home from there.
Yeah, and then if you think about that three-pointer that went in at the end of that half, that was an extra 3 that happened right there at the end as well.
Yep. So, could have been a 2-point game.
That's
at
it.
intermission.
Yes.
But Frontier made the adjustments. Caitlin Mackin comes through on the left block. She got fouled. More free throws coming up on the far end of the court.
I'm going to run a stat by I'm curious, and I'll share it with you in a second.
All right, Bobby's working on it. First free throw by Caitlin Mackin is good, so you can mark a circle there. One more for Caitlin. It's in the air. That one good as well. 59-29. Frontier's lead is 30. They're down to 2:20 to play in this one. We'll have our post-game show, and again, Leah already in progress. Nice suffocating Frontier D. Greenfield, though, sticking with it. Heads up in the hands of Caitlin Mackin. Somehow got it away to Mace Paulin. Long pass down court. The shot was no good. And back the other way comes the Green Wave. Under 2 to play now. They bring it across, right side. Cloutier, they get it back. Three-pointer from the right wing is good.
Oh,
Hayes.
Nice shot right there by Madeline Hayes.
59-32 in favor of Frontier. Down low, Caitlin Mackin hit the underside of the backboard. Berthium the rebound. Back to Mackin, puts it up and in.
Wow. You know, they probably could have got a 3-second call out of that.
61-32. No one, all Greenfield players headed down court, and it's a 5-second violation.
Oh boy.
4 girls headed down court. No one came back to take the inbounds pass.
Wanted to let folks know what the difference is between free throws for each team. 25 times at the line for Frontier, 9 for Greenfield.
So one of these teams was really forcing the issue.
Exactly. That's the point I wanted to make.
And we'll let you guess which team that was. It gets tipped out of bounds as they were trying to keep it away from Berthium. It'll stay with the Hawks.
Frontier's doubled up Greenfield right now.
Yep, they've doubled them up on several occasions tonight.
Just about almost doubled up.
Caitlin Mackin puts up a 3, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. LaFord, leaner, no, out of bounds. It'll go back to Greenfield. 1:08 to play, 61-32 Frontier.
Well, 3 more possessions in this one, and that'll be the end of it, Jeff.
On the right side. That's going to be a 3 from the top of the key. That is no good. By Eldorina, Sesson-Janet. LaFord, down low. Caitlin Mackin, beautiful move, and puts it up and in. That was beautiful.
What a great night tonight by Caitlin Mackin. Honestly, she's been good every night since we've been watching her this season.
Nearly came up with the steal there. Loose ball on the floor. Greenfield will keep it going. Hayes has it. Left side pass. Hayes gets it back. Shot clock down to 12. And now they do come up with the steal. Mays Poland had it poked away from behind. It rolls out of bounds. They're going to say it's off Frontier. Caitlin Mackin finally checks out, gets a nice hand from the Frontier crowd that made it up here to Greenfield today. Remember, down to the last 15 seconds. Greenfield will try to pad their point total. Oh, they nearly threw it away. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds, they get it down low. And in deep, put up and in by Gonzalez, and that's how this one will end. Final score here at Nichols Gym, Greenfield High School on the Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard. Frontier 63, Greenfield 34. Stay tuned, the postgame show next on Bear Country 95.3. Basketball postgame show as Frontier sweeps the season series against Greenfield last Friday night at home, a 46-20 victory. And they win it here tonight, 63-34. Jeff and Bobby courtside, Dave in our studio. The third quarter did it because Greenfield really took the fight to the Red Hawks in that second quarter. They tied the game. On one occasion, they were sticking around. Coach Machon and his girls, they made the adjustments at halftime. Third quarter, all Frontier. They put up 25 points, only 3 for Greenfield. There's your ball game.
Yeah, and if you think about the three-pointer that happened at the end of the first half, and you want to add that in there too, now you got 28-3. So you had a 25-point swing, and that's where it all went away right there for Greenfield. Pretty much they weren't able to get back into it after that. And Frontier definitely has some great defense. That's what they work with, and they take a lot of those defensive plays, they turn it into offense. And tonight, I'm going to tell you right now, Caitlin Mackin, she took over. Her and Azamina Sesson-Janet for Greenfield, they were both pretty dominant here tonight.
The thing about Frontier, their defense is absolutely relentless. You have to be ready for it. And for a while in that second quarter, Greenfield was handling it. They just couldn't sustain it. And listen, they gave it a shot. They gave Frontier everything they wanted. Frontier clearly the better team here tonight. But Greenfield's something to build on in the future. If you can go through an extended stretch where you're challenging Frontier the way Greenfield is, you're onto something good.
Absolutely, and if you look at also the balanced scoring that they have when it comes to other people stepping up to score, that's one thing Frontier has over a lot of teams. Unfortunately, Greenfield only has 3 or 4 girls that can score, and that's exactly what happened tonight, where if you look at Frontier, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different girls that were able to get in the scoring column tonight. That's a big difference, Jeff.
Yeah, it really is. Bobby, we'll have you run those final numbers. Speaking of that, and then we'll wrap things up here.
All right, let's do it. For Greenfield, leading the way, like we talked about, Azamina Sesson-Janet, she ended up with 15, 10 from Lily Kakelmeyer, also 4 from Josie Cloutier, also Mackenzie Goncalves ends up with 2, and Madeline Hayes ends up with that nice three-pointer right near the end of the game. For Frontier, 25 for Caitlin Mackin. We talked about her all night tonight. Hannah Mackin ended up with 8 points tonight. Also 8 points from Haley Hakoski. Also Kylie LaFord ended up with 7. We had 4 points from 3 different people tonight. Claire Kirkendall ended up with 4. Also Alina Moss-Paulin and also Madison McKemney. And then 2 points was also in there, and that is the 2 points that was scored by Fifield. So there you have it. 63 34 win for Frontier. They sweep the season against Greenfield, and this is how you want to go in to the month of February.
Absolutely. Very impressive performance by both teams on different levels. But in the end, Frontier wins it. Final score for the final time here from Nichols Gym, Greenfield High School. Greenfield Savings Bank scoreboard, Frontier 63, Greenfield 34 for Bobby C. and for Dave Reno. I'm Jeff Terrell. Thanks a lot for joining us tonight, and have a great night in Bear Country.